In this video, I will show you how you can connect directly to the Dataverse for Teams environment using Power BI, how you can create a report based on the different table that you have in your Dataverse for Teams environment, and how you can publish those reports to a given Teams channel. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, myself Deepak Srivastav and welcome to my channel. If you are joining first time, then don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon so you can get notifications when I publish a new video. And if you are coming again, thank you very much for watching my previous videos. So today we're going to learn about Power BI and Dataverse for Teams and how you can create a report based on the data that you are collecting in your Dataverse for Teams tables and how you can publish those reports to the Teams channel. Okay, so the first thing that we need to create a Power BI report, we need the data, right? We need a table in our Dataverse for Teams environment, and we need some data there so we can create a report, something like what you are seeing on my screen. So what I will do, I'll go to the Power Apps app. If you have not added the Power Apps app, you can just go to the search screen and search for Power App. Select the Power Apps. So Teams will take you to a screen where you can see all of your app that you're working on, or if you have created some tables, flow and other chatbot. And from the top, if you go to the build section, you will see on the left hand side all the different team that you have in this Teams environment. We are going to work on this particular Teams right now. So you select the team where you are trying to create your data table, click on See All, and once you click on See All, you will go to this screen where you can see all your app, chatbot, Cloudflow, and tables. And once you click on the table, this is where you can see all of your Dataverse for Team tables. Now these tables may be connected to your app already, or you can create a new table from clicking on the new and then click on the tables. You can provide the name of the table and then other information that you need for your table. I already created one table here, and this is the table that we are going to use for this demo. And if I click on the added data, I have all these different columns. So I have this table already set it up. You can work on any table that you like to create a report on. Now, before we go and start working on the report, let me also create an app quickly so we can work on this data. So we can add the data and we can modify the data and see if the data is getting reflected in the Power BI or not. So to create an app in the Teams environment is very straightforward. From the home screen, I can click on Start Now. I can select my team where I want to create this app. I will click on Create and it's going to ask the name. So I'll give the name. Okay, so app is created now, and what we need to do, we need to connect this app to the data, and data is the table that we have just created, or I have created, country financial. So from the data, I'll select the table and click on country financial, and the Power App is automatically going to connect, and it will start showing me all the data here, as you can see here, right? Just a simple app. We are not going to make a lot of changes here, and if I play this app, you can see I'm getting all the data here, and I can work on the data. And the only reason we are creating this app so we can easily make changes to the data so that it can reflect in our Power BI report. Okay, so we are good from the team side. We have a table with the data, and we also have an app that we can work on. So now where to start creating the Power BI? So what you need to do, you can open the Power BI desktop or install Power BI desktop on your computer. Open that. Make sure that you logged in with the same account that you logged in to the Teams. Then from here, under the Get Data, click on More, and then you will see an option called Power Platform. Select that, and this is where you see multiple options, but then you are also seeing Dataverse. So the Dataverse is what we need to work on. Select that and click Connect. Then once you connect, it's going to ask you the environment domain. Now, what is environment domain? This is the domain that is for your Dataverse environment. Now, how you can find this domain to connect? Okay, so go back to your Teams environment, right? So this is my team environment. Once you go to the home tab and click on about session details, and once you click on the session details, at the very end of this information you are seeing is saying instance URL. From this URL, this is the domain for this Teams environment. You can copy that, close, go back to your Power BI desktop and paste that information here, and that's what we need. Then it has two connectivity mode, import and direct query. So let's understand what is that. So import means if you are choosing the import method, Power BI is going to import the data from the table that you will be selecting in the next step and create the data set. So in the future, if you are making any changes to your original table or data source, Power App is not going to know that actual data source has changed because it has already imported all the information. And to reflect the changes to your data set, you need to refresh your data set manually or automatically writing by writing some code or flow. So that is not a direct connection. You created a report, you imported all the data, and you are creating report on top of that data. So if source change, your report may not reflect that change unless you manually or programmatically refresh that report. Then we have a second option called direct query. The data set is still going to create, the data from the data source still going to get copied to the data set, but the data set is directly querying the information from the data source. So you don't need to manually refresh the data. What you can do, you just use the direct query. As soon as you're going to change the data source information, add, update, or remove, your report will automatically reflect that information. So in this video, I'm going to select the direct query. You can select either. Nothing is going to change how you are creating the report or how you are publishing the report. Click OK. It will connect. If you are not authenticated correctly, it may ask you for the authentication again. Go ahead and pick your right account. And once you connect to this environment, you can see all these different tables. Those are available in this environment. And there are many. So what you can do, you can search for your table if you remember the name. And as you can see, this is the table name that we have, country financials. Once you select that table, you can see all the information, all the different columns that we have. This includes the custom column that you have created for your table, and also the system generated column what Dataverse has created. So you will get all of those columns. From here on, you can transform this data. So if you like to create some logic, we are just going to click load. We are going to take this data as it is and make it available in the data set for this Power BI so we can create a report. Okay, so data has been imported. As you can see on the right hand side, all these different columns already imported here. So now only thing that we need to do, we need to start creating our report. So first thing that I add in this report, I will drop a card, right? And this card, I'm going to say this card should show me all the sales that is right now. And I can repeat this for 3 more times. Okay, so first thing is for my sales, second is for my discount, and the third one is the profit. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just make little bit changes to these label. And then what we can also do, we can make the font and then just rename the column, because generally what's going to happen, if you're going to just connect to a particular column, it will use the column name here, as you can see. But what you can do, you can always rename this based on your need, right? And then after that, I'm going to also add more visualization here, like a line chart. In this line chart, what I'm showing profit by date. I can also add a funnel chart here, and funnel chart is going to show me the discount by country. And then what I'm going to do, I'm also going to add a bar chart here, and this will show me product, segment, and the total sales. Okay, so we have quickly created this report, and I'm going to just rename all of these as I did for these top part, give some background color for these tiles or the KPI, and we will have our Power BI ready. Okay, so I made some changes as you can see here. So our Power BI report is ready. This is still in Power BI desktop, but it is connected to your Dataverse for Teams tables that we have. And from here, what you can do, you can click on publish, select the workspace where you want this app to be published. I'm going to select my workspace, select, and now Power BI desktop is going to publish this report to my workspace. It's done. And now what I can do, I can go to powerbi.com, go to my workspace, and then I can see my report is available here. Open that report. So if you're getting any error on the credentials, go to the data set, and then from the data set, go to the settings. Under data source credentials, make sure that you are providing the right credentials. Then you will not get that error. So now you have your report ready. Now let's log into the Teams again. Okay, so I am in my Teams channel. And from here, what I can do, I can click on this plus icon, look for Power BI, and then it's going to display me all the report that I have. This is the report that I have just created. Select that report, save, and what is going to happen, this Power BI report is going to add as a tab in my Teams channel, right? Fully functional. I can do slice and dice. Now let's say if this is actually getting the data using DirectQuery, because that's what we have said at the beginning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to the Power Apps and then try to open the app that we have created. At the beginning, we have created that app to work on the data. Power BI app. So open this app real quick, and then we're going to publish this app and add it to our team channel also. So again, I'm going to say publish to team, select, save, and close. And now if I go back to my Teams channel, I should have my Power BI app. Okay, so my app is added. I can see all the data. I can make changes. So let's say if you look at the report right now, if you look at the Germany, it is getting discount of $0.96 million. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our app and see if we can make some changes to the Germany country and see if that's get reflected on the fly. So I'm going to select Germany record, and in the discount, I will add it. In the discount, I'm going to say I'm going to add $150,000 discount. So the data has been updated. Now, if I go back to my report and just refresh the report and look at this. So Germany is now $1.11 million. Now, one more thing that I need to show you, if I go back to the Power App again, open our app, I'm going to add a new screen on this app. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to add the report that we have just created inside the app itself. And before we even do that, if you remember, we have just created a report. And if I go to plus icon, go to the media, so you go to the charts, select the Power BI tiles. You can select your workspace where you think that you have Power BI report. Then you need to select the dashboard. So once you create the Power BI report, as we have created, and if I look at my workspace, I have these report created, right? So I have the report demo, but this report has not been added to any dashboard. So to make this report available to the Power Apps, you need to add this report to the dashboard. And how you can do that? Edit the report and just say pin to a dashboard. And then you can select any existing dashboard or you can create a new one and click pin live. So what this is going to do is going to create a dashboard, and then this report will be added to the dashboard. And as you can see here, now if you go back, refresh my app so it can get the latest dashboard information from the Power BI, and now you can see the demo that we have just created is loaded here, and then the title. I'm adding the same report that we have created in the app directly, and then I'm just going to add a little bit few icons so we can go back. Okay, and then on the first screen I'm going to add another icon here. Okay, and on the click of this icon, I'm going to say navigate to my report screen, save, and publish to my Teams again. Now if I go back to my Teams and go to my app, it should have that change reflected. Okay, so when I come back to my app, it's going to ask me that Power BI is added, so provide permissions. So I'm going to say allow. And now if I click on this report icon, now that report is inside my app, right? So you can see it is still fully functional as it was. So now let me make some changes to Mexico. And I'm gonna say discount here is $50,000. Say save. And now if I go back to my app that is now added inside the Teams, and once I refresh, and as you can see here, the Mexico is now 0.86. So again, same thing, it is still getting reflected the latest changes. That's how you can do it. It's very straightforward. And this also applied to the actual Dataverse. So not only Dataverse for Teams, but you can also create the similar report to your Microsoft Dataverse environment as well. But this is one quick walkthrough of how you can create a really nice looking Power BI report based on the data that you are collecting in your Dataverse for Teams tables. If you have a relational table, you can also create these reports very easily, because as you have seen earlier, when we are connecting to these from the Power BI desktop, you can connect to multiple tables. So you can connect to multiple tables and do your transformation and create very useful interactive reports. Again, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. Keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.